Hello, and welcome to a solo episode of Mark My Words. And if you haven't noticed, I haven't done any of these yet in 2025. I've been keeping myself pretty busy, and it has nothing to do with my day job. It has nothing to do with the podcast itself. It has everything to do with a new hobby that I've really gotten into, which is me becoming a bit of a content creator on TikTok. And TikTok is a application, a platform that I've been trying to get my foot in the door on for quite some time. I really have not been able to figure out how to use TikTok in relationship to my show or any of the messages that I want to deliver in life. I know there's a lot of things that I want to talk about, like imposter syndrome, limiting beliefs, and just things I've experienced in life in general. So I've had kind of a hard time really tapping in. I've tried treating TikTok like just another social media platform where I was posting clips from Mark My Words and was hoping with certain hashtag combinations and a couple of other methods that I would be able to generate a little more interest, maybe reach a new audience or two. But anytime I made made an account for Mark My Words, it has always gone not so good. And I had made a decision earlier this year when TikTok was in the news a lot and they were talking about taking it down and talking about the end of TikTok in the US. I became very interested and I think a bit determined to crack the egg on TikTok and figure it out. So I had the decision, and if you've ever watched my show or even listened to my show, you'll know that from time to time I'll talk about music, I'll talk about my vinyl collection, and I have a deep passion for music and anything related to music history, music trivia, vinyl collecting, etc. The only thing I can't really do all that well is play an instrument and actually play music, but I have a very big passion for it. And I just kind of decided to make an account that a regular TikToker might try to make. So I made like an all music account. It's called Mark on Music if you want to find me on TikTok. And I found that over the course of time that not only did I have a lot of passion for it, but I was figuring things out that I wasn't figuring out with my other attempts at TikTok. I was just trying to post content that wasn't really geared towards the app, and instead of taking that approach, I made content that was native to TikTok and have learned a ton of things. I've learned all about how to meet people, how to grow on the platform. But one really valuable thing that I have learned is meeting entrepreneurs and people working hard to grow their businesses. And I'm actually hoping to have a few folks on Mark My Words that I've met from TikTok. But really, the point of making this episode is to just kind of inform people to take another look at TikTok if you are looking to network or grow your brand. I think going on TikTok is an excellent way to grow as an entrepreneur, grow your network, meet other hardworking people who are trying to grow as an entrepreneur or business owner. It's a great, great opportunity. And I have met so many very hardworking people on TikTok who I have a tremendous amount of respect for. And it has taught me a lot of things. But I think one of the most valuable lessons I've learned from my time on TikTok is that it's more than just younger people, the younger generation going on there and posting dance videos, or it doesn't even have to be the younger generation, I suppose. It could be anybody, making dance videos or cat videos or any other kind of trending, silly thing that might be going on. It's much more than that. And everybody has a place on the platform, everybody has a voice, and you really have to put a lot of time and effort. Believe me, TikTok is like almost like a full-time job. You really have to spend a lot of time creating video content, and then if you want to be a live creator and go live on the platform, that takes time, that takes effort, and then you have the side of it where if you're really serious about your presence and building yourself up on the platform, you can join an agency. 99% of the time, that's free, but that will also help you out in your TikTok journey. And you don't have to join an agency. There's a lot of people who don't, but it certainly helps as far as networking and growing your brand. And really, the point of this episode is to just let people know, and hopefully, some people out there will maybe think again and change their attitudes if they are a person who thought like I did, where they didn't think there was a place for them or that they could just post any old thing, or maybe had a certain perception of what the app was or what the demographic was. And the truth is, there are all kinds of people from all walks of life working very hard to succeed. Some of them are a little more devoted to succeeding as a TikToker in general, while others are also there to promote their brand, to grow their brand, and just to grow as a business owner. And what a wonderful platform. And not only that, but it gives you great practice on speaking. It gives you an opportunity to network and to meet really amazing people from all walks of life, from all over the world. And as somebody who supports entrepreneurs, I know that's a huge part of what Mark My Words is about and what I support with this show and this platform. So I felt like it was important to make a solo episode about TikTok and maybe explain why I haven't made any solo episodes, or I haven't even gone live on LinkedIn because I've been spending so much time on TikTok. That's actually something I'm hoping to make an adjustment on, but I'm just here to say TikTok is awesome. It has enhanced my life tremendously. And if you don't have a TikTok account and you want to grow as an entrepreneur, or you just want to start your journey, or you have a passion, a hobby, and you want to get yourself out there more and start just growing as a person and a content creator, TikTok is an amazing place to go. So that pretty much wraps up this solo episode of Mark My Words. I'm Mark Schmidt. Again, you can find me on TikTok at Mark on Music, and I will not sit here and claim to be an absolute expert on all things TikTok, but if you ever want a little bit more information or basics on it or whatever, you can always reach out to me on LinkedIn. You know how to find me at Mark Schmidt, MARC, and I'll be happy to have a conversation about TikTok or anything else related to Mark My Words or entrepreneurship anytime. So, thank you very much for joining me finally on the first solo episode of Mark My Words in 2025. Have yourself a very good day. I will talk to you soon.